Everybody's favourite integration by parts. We've got the formula here. However, you may see the formula written in slightly different variations. I'm using it in this format for this video, but other formats you might see are like these. They all mean the same thing, they're just written differently. Breaking down the formula and how to use it isn't too bad, but the way to see it is this part is the question you've been given, where you've got two terms being multiplied by each other, and this part on the right hand side is how we answer the question. So we input these figures into here. As we've got two terms being multiplied together, one is a term we've already got and the other is actually a term that's already been differentiated. So we'll have a u value that we'll need to differentiate in order to get du by dx, and we'll have a dv by dx value that we'll need to integrate to get a v value. So we'll differentiate u to get a du by dx value, and we'll integrate dv by dx to get our v value. But which part wants to be u, and which part wants to be dv by dx? Well, to do that, remember not to be late, but to use LIATE instead. This you may see across other videos as LIATE or ILATE. I just keep it simple as LIATE. And this LIATE method will work in about 85% of questions. So what does LIATE stand for? Well, we've got logarithms, algebra, trigonometry, and exponentials. So to know which of the parts is going to be our u value, which will differentiate, if you have logarithms involved, that will be our u value, and the other will be our dv by dx value. If you haven't got them, then the algebra will be the u value. If you haven't got them, then it'll be trigonometry, and then if not, you'll have exponentials. To demonstrate what this means more practically, here's some questions I'll show as an example. So we've got a left-hand side of the formula here, just for reference. This question at the top, well, we've not got any logarithms, but we have got algebra, so our x value will be our u value. And then our sin x is actually our trig value, so that'll be our dv by dx value. This second one, we've got no logarithms, but we have got algebra, so our x squared will be our u value, and our e to the x, that'll be our dv by dx value. The third one, we've got an x cubed and an ln x. Well, we have got logarithms, so our ln x will be our u value, and therefore our algebra term will be our dv by dx value. And for the last one, we've got no logarithms, we've got no algebra, but we have got a trigonometric value, so our cos x will be our u value, therefore our e to the 4x will be our dv by dx value, and that's the last on the list. So applying all this knowledge into a question now, let's give this a go. Well, we've got our u value that we'll need, and we'll also need a dv by dx value. So we'll have to integrate dv by dx to get our v value, and we'll have to differentiate our u value to get our du by dx value. But which one do we have as our u term? Well, referring to LIATE, well, we have got logarithms, so that will be our u value, which is ln x. So therefore, our dv by dx term will be x. Differentiating ln x, that will become 1 over x, and integrating x will become x squared over 2. So now we can input this information into our formula here. So we have u, which is ln x, multiplied by v, which is x squared over 2, minus the integral of v, which is x squared over 2, multiplied by du by dx, which is 1 over x dx. Tidying this up a bit to look a bit nicer, we'll have x squared over 2 ln x minus, well, I'm going to put the constant on the outside, so we'll have half of the integral x squared over x dx. Then we can simplify this, so we've got x squared over 2 ln x minus half of the integral x dx. At this point, all we need to do is integrate this x term, so this will become x squared over 2 ln x minus half of x squared over 2, because x squared over 2 is the integral of x, plus c. Simplify this down, so we'll have x squared over 2 ln x minus x squared over 4 plus c. And there's our final answer. This question we're going to do the same process, so we'll have our u value, which will differentiate to get our du by dx value, and we'll have our dv by dx value, which will integrate to get our v value. Which is going to be our u value? Well, remember LIATE. Have we got any logarithms? We don't. Have we got any algebra? Yes, we do, so that'll be our u value, 3x. Therefore, our dv by dx value must be sine x. Differentiating 3x will get us 3, and integrating dv by dx will get us, well, looking at this table here, minus sine x will become positive cos x, so positive sine x must become minus cos x. We've got all these values now, so we can input them into this part here. So we have u, which is 3x, multiplied by minus cos x, minus the integral of v, which is minus cos x, multiplied by du by dx, which is 3 dx. Tidying this up a bit, we'll have minus 3x cos x plus 3 lots of the integral cos x dx, which is minus 3x cos x plus 3 lots of, well, the integral of cos x, looking at our table, we've got cos x here, and that will integrate to sine x. So sine x, giving us a final answer of minus 3x cos x plus 3 sine x plus c. Last example question now. So we've got our u value, which will differentiate to get du by dx, and our dv by dx value, which will integrate to get our v value. We'll use LIATE to figure out which one's which. Well, this is a bit of a weird one because we've got brackets involved, but this one has e involved anyway, so let's just use our process anyway. So we've got no logarithms, but we have got algebraic values, so our u value will be x, and our dv by dx value will be e to the x plus 1. X integrates to 1, and dv by dx, well, we've got e to the x which integrates to e to the x, and 1 which integrates to x. We found our values, now we need to input them into this part of the equation. So we have u, which is x, multiplied by v, which is e to the x plus x, minus the integral of v, which is e to the x plus x, all multiplied by du by dx, which is 1. We can simplify this to x e to the x plus x squared, minus the integral of e to the x plus x dx, which becomes x e to the x plus x squared, minus, well, the integral of e to the x is e to the x, and the integral of x is x squared over 2. And we've got plus c. I'll try and simplify this out. So we've got x e to the x plus x squared minus e to the x minus x squared over 2 plus c. Then we've got like terms which we can simplify, which will give us a final answer of x e to the x plus x squared over 2 minus e to the x plus c. And there we go. 3 questions for you to have a go with now. Pause the video and resume when you're ready to see the fully written answers. The answers here are also available to view on our website. Check out the description below, which will take you straight to the answers. That's all for this video. Check out the next one, which is integrating by parts twice or more. Like, subscribe and support the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.